So I visited JORVIK Centre in York, in the UK today. Check out this video.
So choose a flag, everyone, please. This is for your narrator. Tell you more things as you go about. Just leave it on this. It's all prepared, and it'll talk to you about halfway down that corridor. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
So have fun, everybody.
Thank you.
Set off in a second.
Please select your chosen language now. We have around the time that Eric Bloodhouse, the last Viking king in Norway, was banished, Jorvik expanded dramatically, with new streets, new churches, and a brand new style of houses. It was a busy place, with people arriving from all over the Viking world to visit, trade, and settle. In this multicultural society, as ships became more seaworthy, the Vikings created wider trading routes, sometimes using chains of middlemen to carry goods from one side of the Viking world to the other. Silks and the cowrie shell found here suggest trade with Central Asia, the Eastern Mediterranean and the Red Sea. It's possible that Arab traders were bringing with them the spoils of their raids of backwater. Slaves were an important part of society. Moreover, new comb for anchor could be very time-consuming, as the ones found here were made from many pieces riveted together, even decorated. We know that the Vikings liked to keep themselves well groomed, as we found many combs in the excavations, as well as items such as tweezers and even ear screws. We'll now head away from the river towards the street, Coppegate, and meet some more of the people who lived and worked here. These older houses were built from posts and wattle and had earth floors and thatched roofs. Most of these houses went out of use in the middle of the 10th century when they were replaced by the oak plank buildings that we'll talk about later. These early houses were built end-on to the streets and had long backyards with food in the yards, and they probably kept animals there, such as those pigs you can see in the pen by the fence. From the many pig bones we found here, we know that Viking pigs were quite short and had a long snout like a wild boar. Pigs will eat almost anything, so it would have been a great way to turn household waste into meat. Here's the blacksmith's house. Look inside and you can see his wife by the fire. Grumman, the blacksmith, is teaching his son how to sharpen the knife he had just made. Viking-Age smiths were masters of their craft. Now we'll go across to the next property and visit his neighbour, Unni, a woodturner who lives in one of the new-style wooden plant buildings. Unni is making cups and bowls by turning wood such as oak or oak and oak. You can see all the wooden core waste on the ground, which children may use to spin with. By the way, it's this track that many think came to me now. Here, the cellar is being dug out and lined with oak planks before the upper story is added. You can see a stack of turrets over there that are going to be used to roof this building. Looks like the builders are having a rest though.
Hey, Jules.
Hello.
Hey, Jules.
This family also
Vi vinster ej,
in the grave.
för er
The
skål,
children have been
för
taught to
husar
play
och
Nefertaffi by their grandfather. We found a wooden gaming board and lots of playing pieces here made from bone, wood and ivory, so it must have been a popular pastime. Let's go back towards the river where big trading ships have been come up from the North Sea. Here, traders are unloading their goods alongside fishermen filling their boats. Goods and raw materials from across Britain, as well as rare and valuable items from further afield, were brought into Jorvik here. Iron alloy bars from Britain alongside amber, sharpening stone and walrus-ivory from Scandinavia, and good wine from the Rhineland. Jorvik was truly bustling, a vast international trading centre. Here's some fishermen cleaning their catch and mending their nets. Fish from the river to the sea were brought into York. We found thousands of fish bones that tell us exactly what the people ate, which included lots of fish, eels, and even oysters. So these men are probably doing a roaring trade. Hey Allah, this next plot is the people of Jorvik spun fleece, then dyed and wove their own wool to make textiles from which they made their own clothes. Natural dye plants such as madder, weld, woad, and dyer's greenwood were all used to create shades of red, yellow, blue, and green. Vibrantly coloured clothes would certainly brighten up the streets of York. On this plot of land, there was a gully that contained dye plant waste, suggesting that a dye bath had been tipped into it. Limestone were around running up to this next building, forming to the hearth. Small pottery lamps and wax candles were used to create light so that the people who lived here could carry out their everyday one of the many streets of the city, which was home to more than 10,000 people. The streets of the city of Jorvik are covered in filth and muck, rutted by cart wheels and with potholes everywhere. This leather worker seems to be having a problem sewing his shoe pieces together, and looks like he has Viking's disease, or Dupuytren's contraction. You can see it's caused the fingers on his hand to become clawed. It's a genetic disorder ranging families, and seen particularly in middle-aged men. Tradition has it that it originated with the Vikings and spread it throughout northern Europe and beyond as they travelled and intermarried. This couple here are arguing about what they have to suffer, meat or fish. It would seem that life hasn't changed too much over the last 1,000 years.
Nej, exakt.
They're arguing in old laws.
Nej, du sa det där däckig.
Till mer äckig kvart exakt, va?
Old Irish all being spoken in this street. Here's a food seller trying to sell this wealthy-looking woman cabbage or something. It doesn't look like the type of thing that would tempt her or her young. This woman looks like she's struggling to cross the road. We've only found two complete skeletons in the excavations here, and this one is based on one of them. You can see that she's walking with a crutch due to her hip problems and arthritis. You can find out more about her in the galleries to come. The first Vikings who came here were not Christians and worshipped their pagan Norse gods, but they seem to have adopted Christianity quite quickly. There is lots of evidence for there being a Viking-era church just behind Copenhagen, and there were many other new churches built in Jorvik at this time. Here's a priest administering last rites. He would always have worn a stole as seen here, as it marks his priestly status. We found a very small, silk, pink-coloured reliquary pouch in one of the buildings. The embroidered cross on it suggests that it once held holy relics which have since disappeared and are now a mystery. Each property is separated from the next by woven wattle fences. We know from the 5 tons of animal bones found in the excavation that the people's diet was quite similar to ours, with lots of beef, pork and mutton, as well as poultry and fish. Supplying this food may have been one of the reasons for the major changes in the countryside we see around York at this time. In this backyard, animals have been slaughtered to provide meat and other resources. Body parts of cattle must have been a fairly familiar sight and smell around Viking-Age York. As well as supplying meat, cattle carcasses also provided home and home, both valuable resources for making everyday items. Stomach contents and powder were other byproducts of the slaughter. There must have been loads of flies breeding in rubbish pits and dumps across the city. The red colour there on the fence had been a regular visit, scavenging in the city, particularly in the backyard. Toilets would also be situated in the backyard. It's in this year bigger still, so perhaps we'd better move on. Here, we are in our final house. In the excavation of the property, we found a few Viking-Age musical instruments, including a set of panpipes which can still be played. Music, songs, and poets have been important in the Viking world. Perhaps years in Norse mythology, which conjures up great monsters living in known realms, still captures the imagination.
Yes.
learn the story.
Yes.
Make yourselves comfortable.
Okay.
So, what happened is in the 70s, Lloyd's Bank, on paper, decided they're going to build a new bank underneath the premises. Because of the new law, archaeology then started to excavate the site forward, looking down, and they discovered underneath